this amateur hour?
I'm blacker than the ace of spades and more militant than you and your whole damn army put together. While you out there chanting at rallies, browbeating politicians, I'm taking out any money front sucker on a Hummer that gets in my way. So I'll tell you what. When your so-called revolution starts, you call me, and I'll be right down front showing you how it's done. But until then, you need to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking. Now can you dig it?
Ladies, gentlemen, and scholars, the world's first quantum powered podcast live from the Daddy Juice Energy Studio in the Beaded Curtain District. Your star players, Gemini Jackson, the Burrito Bandito, and Arthur Dude. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, of course, you scholars. I'm your fearless and greasy host, Gemini Jackson, somewhere in the Quantum with Arthur Dude.
Howdy, ninjas.
The Burrito Bandito joins us from Slam City South on the other side of the glory hole. Slam City is a one-of-a-kind show meant to bring joy and laughter to the universe, one episode at a time. Let's get this party started with X Quantimino. All right. Who did anything to improve themselves this new year? Did anybody set the, set the footsteps? I haven't done New Year's resolution because I'm not good at them.
I totally forgot about New Year's resolutions.
Yeah?
Until I saw the word and I was like, oh yeah, people do that.
And so you decided to put a topic of conversation up about New Year's resolutions, and none of us made any.
Yeah, with three guys that don't do New Year's resolutions anymore.
Right.
I did do something.
Something resolution-like.
Resolutionary?
Was different. Yeah, it's something that people normally try to do. I cleaned off my weight bench in my my living room.
Dang, congratulations.
Start lifting weights again.
You're going to start lifting weights, man. Hey, look at you. Better yourself.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Do some.
I stopped because I hurt my shoulder.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember when I had that crash on my mountain bike.
You fell off your bike, and that was the last time you lifted weights, huh?
Yeah, or did anything, really. It's better enough that I can do, like, push-ups now. And
that must have been
bench presses and stuff.
3 years ago. Maybe longer, right?
It took a while, yeah. I still don't sleep on my right side.
Dang, man.
Because I'm a side sleeper.
Yeah, me too.
I think I actually did something to my collarbone.
You think you fucked up your collarbone?
And then it just kind of healed.
Right.
Yeah.
And it is where it is for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes.
But whatever. Yeah, but I did start working out. I did it Monday and Tuesday and taking a break.
How are you feeling? You sore?
I was a little bit.
Yeah. That's
but
good.
I started off slow. So,
Hey. Right. That's good that you ease into it, because whenever I'm like, I got to get back, I got to work out, I'll go like the first day and I'll be there for like 3 hours. Right? And then I'll just be too sore and I'll be like, oh, I need a day of rest. And I need a day of rest. I need a day of rest. And so like the days of rest just compile and I'm like, I'm not going back to the gym ever again. That's how it goes. That's the Gemini Jackson gym experience. I'm the guy.
The Gemini Jackson program.
Exactly. I'm the guy that the gym's making all that money off of, They don't, there's zero chance that every single member in that gym could use their equipment all at the same time. You know what I mean? So they rely on some people to go for 3 hours one day and then never again. Art, what's your workout look like? What's that like?
Next to nothing, really. I don't really work out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I walk around. The long walks is like when I go to the grocery store. How about that?
Damn, dude. I thought you were going to pull out mowing your lawn.
Mowing my lawn is... Oh, that outdoor work is probably my biggest workout.
You're only. Say it.
Hey, walking around the store is a workout.
You're right. It is. It can be. It can be.
Especially when you're lugging around big things.
Yeah, but that's why you have a cart.
Well, let's say you go in and you're like, I'm just going to be able to... I don't need a cart. And you go in... Need a cart. And then...
watermelons on sale?
Yeah. 2 for $1 watermelons.
4 watermelons? 4 for $1 watermelons?
Yeah. I mean, that happens with like 12 packs or something, Yeah.
Like,
well, damn.
But at that point, do you not like look for a cart?
Carts are so far away at that point.
It's true. It's very true. I know. Yeah, that's how I did my shopping for hamburgers. I'm like, all I need is buns and hamburger meat. I can just go like this. I can go naked.
No cart.
Wrong. Wrong. No, so I had like all the shit just piled up in my arms.
Like
falling
a fool.
Over the store like a fool. Like a fool. Or when you think you can get the little red basket, instead of the full-blown cart, you're like, oh, I can just strong-arm it for a bit. And you're like, I need milk.
Especially when you put heavy shit in there, yeah.
Yeah. I need milk and 12 packs? What?
So you got a
Yeah,
basket full
I
of
always
milk.
do the basket.
You always do the basket. Look at Mr. Fiddler Crab over here.
Yeah, I'm a basket person.
He said the reason my right arm is so much bigger than my left arm is because I use the basket.
That's our softball team, the Slam City Fiddler Crabs.
Knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
I don't like going through the long lines.
Do the peasant lines?
So I have to have like 15 items or less so I can do the self-checkout.
Yeah, I hear that.
So I just do the basket.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It limits you. Otherwise, you're just going to be like super toy run. You know, oh, I need cereal that I'm not going to eat.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we don't have any New Year's resolutions.
None.
Right? None.
None of that.
How about in years past, besides like working out?
I've always had to like save more money resolution.
Yeah.
And ways to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And like eat better.
There's always the eat better. Yeah. The diet one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a New Year's resolution.
Whoa, he's perfect. Ladies.
How about when you were in grade school and teachers were like, all right, our activity today is to come up with New Year's resolutions. You had to have come up with one.
Remember?
You don't remember?
It was be kinder to strangers.
Be kinder to strangers? I don't think they would ever teach children that. That seems...
Yeah, not when we were kids.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, what did they teach us when they were kids? Stranger danger? Was that a thing? I mean, like...
There's D.A.R.E.
D.A.R.E.
Drug awareness, resistance education.
Yeah, should have been that. Yeah, the drug awareness, resistance education. And now it's all legal, guys. And now we're living in a world that they told us would never exist. They tried to prepare us for a world that was riddled with drugs. And they're like, you know what if we just like... Do you guys even give a shit about drugs anymore? They're like, not really. We never really did. Why do we do this? I don't know.
Bullshit.
You know what I always found funny? I remember they used to show us some of those drug videos, and it was always someone with like a little Ziploc bag with like some pills inside.
Yeah.
Nondescript. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And to this day, like I can't swallow pills. I think you know that.
Yeah.
That I'm really bad at swallowing pills. Like
there you go,
it's
gentlemen.
like a phobia. So like when I used to see those drug films, I'd be like, oh, well, I guess I'm not doing drugs because I can't even think about swallowing I can't even swallow Tylenol.
I can't even get my baby Motrin down. How the fuck am I supposed to do drugs? What if I wanted to, but I can't because I'm scared of pills? Like, what if I really wanted drugs? Sorry, kid. No drugs for you. All right. If you were going to be without all of your electronic devices, phones, computers, radios, TVs, in a remote cabin for a week, how would you keep yourself sane? Follow-up question. How many times would you have masturbated? That was my answer on how to stay sane, actually. Just never stop cranking it. Plus, you're in a cabin. You know, you're in a cabin in the woods, probably by yourself, so what the fuck? Just leave your dick out.
Yeah, are you by yourself in this cabin? Or are there people with you?
Your choice.
You got your friends?
Player's choice. Yeah, your buds are there. Your best buds are there.
Yeah.
You can still leave your dick out, I think.
Yeah, let's say it was like 4 dudes in a booth.
Yeah. One booth. Like, it's a log cabin with no, like,
there's
separate
no
rooms.
It's just one room.
Yeah.
That's the cabin. But let's say you have a bunch of forest and a lake and, there's like nature and stuff.
Yeah.
For a week.
Cool. I mean,
dude, that's not even that long.
I enjoy
man.
camping.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's cool. I like hiking. I like trail running. I like doing all that stuff. You probably keep yourself busy, like cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and making sure there's a fire going and stuff.
Maybe go fishing.
Like when you're out in the wilderness like that, there's stuff to do
all the time.
You know,
all the time. Plus, there's mountain lions. So.
But you guys would consider that a blessing, just
for sure.
Cougars.
Being able to hang it up.
Yeah, like if the government said, you know what, you're on electronic lockdown, out of here, son. No electronics for you. I'd be like, thank Jeebus. You know, sometimes it feels like you're just drowning in this shit. You know what I mean?
You mean I don't have to answer any emails?
Yeah. You mean there are no emails?
Sign me up.
I guess I'm guilty. How would you keep yourself sane, Art?
Yeah.
Like you guys said, it's a nature, so I would just try to just totally relax. There'd be a lot of sleep involved. I'd probably sleep like 10 hours a day.
Yeah, why not?
And then, like you were saying, hiking. I'm not going to be exercising or anything. Just walking around.
He's not going to be setting any records or nothing.
Yeah. Maybe dip my toes in the lake.
Yes, that's about not go all the way in. That seems weird.
What if you didn't have a change of clothes?
I mean, you can just I already said I'm going to be out there fucking butt naked. Wilderness man. Like day 2, I have just blood painted on my face. Wilderness man. Where'd you get that blood, dude? Why are you naked, dude? I forgot you guys were here. Wilderness man.
You've already made yourself like a Wilson log.
Yeah, dude. Gemini Jackson is Wilderness man.
So what's the premise of that?
Wilderness man?
You've got your own podcast.
Yeah.
But like to no one.
Yes. Yes. Yes, dude, that's fucking brilliant. In order to keep himself sane, he builds podcasting equipment and runs a podcasting show.
Or something?
No, it's like sticks and stuff, and like he makes a mic with a rig and all that stuff.
With an acorn.
Yeah. Like a pine cone.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, pine cone.
That's what I meant.
You said an acorn, man. Maybe that's a little odd.
Yeah, it's like a Bob Barker microphone.
A little tick on his face, man.
A little acorn at the end. And he interviews like
get that
contestants.
Yeah. So he goes and he like interviews squirrels and shit, right?
He plays Price is Right with squirrels.
Well, I mean, his podcast is a variety show.
Okay.
But like he has these bits. So this is a Bob Barker bit.
This is his Price is Right bit.
This is his Price is Right.
So what are we
bit.
betting on here?
We're betting on that's a good question because is it like, are you trying to entice these animals, or is it like this refrigerator that I made out of sticks?
It's up to you.
I don't know what would be better. I think doing the Price is Right actually as it is, but with stuff made out of nature is the way to go. So it's like a refrigerator because then you can go, a new car! It's a fucking sedan made out of sticks and shit, dude. Yeah. And like it rotates and shit, he's got the whole platform that rotates because he's just out here. He's got his own, this entire thing going on, right? And so, I mean, this show already has an ending.
How does it end, Gemini Jackson?
Exactly as we said it. He'd be like, he comes out he's naked. He's like, I forgot you guys were here. And apparently it flashes back to where they did mushrooms. And he just hallucinated me in the forest interviewing woodland creatures for 3-4 seasons. It can go that long. Wilderness man.
Pretty good. It'd be like a short film.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I'd watch Wilderness Man. No, dude, you make this a TV show because each of those, like, that's so cool. Like, a Price is Right with animals and everything's made out of things. You can do so many just scenarios of that.
So this is episode 1. When we come back around, we're going to keep going on this?
Well, this guy is surviving. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wilderness Man.
Well, what's this Wilderness Man's name?
But the end of season 1 has got to be like him turning around being like, oh, I forgot you guys were there.
No, that's the end of the whole show.
Oh, then
spoiler alert.
Okay, spoiler. Okay. That's the entire series. Like the entire show. The whole kit and caboodle.
How many episodes is in the first season? I guess last season.
13.
13 episodes we got to come up with?
Per season. This is a legit TV show.
Yeah, but you have to start the first season.
Well, the first season, I think, I don't know. Do we just drop him into these
shows are getting like shorter and shorter.
I agree.
Seasons anyway.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, I thought 13 was kind of the deal for like TV.
Like
but
30-minute shows?
But like, you're talking about like seasons on like Netflix or streaming platforms. There's like 8 episodes?
Yeah.
4 most of them?
I see.
Or like 4 45-minute episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless it's like
an
epic
like
or something.
8 episodes.
Yeah, 8 episodes is kind of the thing. So that wouldn't be too bad. 8 episodes.
So you're saying the very, very end is you realize...
When they canceled the show, they said, hey, this is the last season.
Yeah.
Then we say, it could even be the first season. It could even be episode 2.
So what's the first episode about? It's just called Price is Right or something like that. Come on down.
Yeah, I don't know if we just jump into this universe where he's just Wilderness Man and he's just performing, like he's already to the point where he's
hallucinated.
Well, yeah, hallucinated, I guess, but all the way to
going
the
a little stir crazy.
No, he's already to the point where he's like full wilderness man and conducting these shows, putting on these whole performances. Because that to me feels like it would, take a long time to get to that point, right? But I think it's kind of fun to just jump him in as wilderness man doing these things.
Yeah, that's
and
the
then
first
you kind of like chop in the story of how he became wilderness man.
Yeah.
During the first season.
Yeah.
You sprinkle it in.
Flashbacks.
Yeah.
Oldest trick in the book.
And he comes across like a human skull and he flashes back as his buddy. And he's like,
Bobby Getz.
Bobby. Should have been me. All right. Speaking of the new year, reflecting on getting 1 year older, GMN and Burrito recently had birthdays.
Birthday. Yeah.
Did you do anything?
Ooh, I had a surprise party.
What? Someone cares about you enough to throw you a surprise party? Because that seems like a lot of work.
Zoom party?
Yeah. Someone threw me a surprise party. I was surprised.
Wow. So what happened? What happened? Why did they throw you a surprise party? Because it was your birthday or because it was Jesus' birthday?
It was the day after.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, it was my birthday.
Oh. So what happened?
It said happy birthday on the wall.
In blood. Which
I missed. So I walked into the house and I started putting my stuff away. I had some stuff that I needed to put in the refrigerator, some drinks and things. And then, I had to play with a kid. She was like, play with me. I was like, okay. So we're playing. And then I walked back into the dining room and I was kind of looking at the wall behind the dining room table. And this says happy birthday and like a little streamer. And then there was a balloon and I was like, is this for me? I walked by it like so many times and I didn't see it. Just was super focused on the task of like putting things away. It's a party. It's for you. It wasn't really a surprise party because no one like jumped out and said surprise.
True, that's the
but I made it a surprise party
because you're surprised.
No stripper out of the cake.
No stripper out of the cake, but there was a cake. And it was pretty good.
A boo cake.
And it was good.
How about you, Gemini Jackson? Year older. I mean, this last year went by pretty quick. It was a little redundant.
Yeah, this year was pretty remarkable in how unremarkable every single day was.
True.
Like, it was crazy and like every day was the same. The same. Even it wasn't, but man, it was.
It was like being stuck in a remote cabin from
Sometimes it felt like it was.
With everything for a week.
Yeah, exactly. It was Groundhog's Day. We lived through Groundhog's Day, guys. We're still living in it.
Still going.
Still getting crazier.
Crazy like the movie theater. So this movie came into the theater called Wonder Woman 1984. And our one and only Burrito Bandito has his commentary. Take it away.
I got things to say. So, did you guys see it at all?
No.
You didn't see it?
Nope.
All right. Well,
feel free to spoil
the fuck out of it.
Yeah. Huh? What? You're what?
I said I'm going to spoil the fuck out of it. So
yeah, please do. We're gonna censor all the juicy bits for the listeners, but I don't care.
Nah, man.
Nah, fuck them.
You can put in the show notes when the spoilers are over, I guess.
Yeah. Please continue to chapter 2. If you don't want to hear
spoilers, if our listeners don't want to hear spoilers.
Let me preface this by saying Burrito's going to drop some spoilers, so if you don't want to hear them, just wait till the next episode and forget about this part. Or fast forward, I don't know, however long it's going to take to spoil it.
Also, you're probably doing yourself a disservice by not listening to these spoilers.
Yeah, you might be wasting 2 hours of your life.
You might not be. So here we go.
It is a long movie. I think it's over 2 hours, I feel like.
What?
Yeah, it's long.
Why?
It kind of starts dragging a little bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's 2 hours and it's a superhero
I felt
movie.
it. I was like, oh, they made some odd choices.
Uh-oh.
I think.
Explain.
And they made a bunch of odd choices. They had a few missed opportunities, and they had one really big what the fuck moment.
Ooh.
So you got 4 main points to talk about?
A partridge and a pear tree. So we got missed opportunities.
Yeah.
We got
odd choices.
Yeah.
Missed opportunities. What the fuck?
Okay. All right. Start us off.
Give us some missed opportunities.
Yeah. All right. I think the first big problem with it is, like many sequels, it does that thing where they need to one-up the first one. And so, like, especially with like superhero movies like this, they're like, oh, okay, well, the first one we had one villain. So in the second one, we have to have two villains.
No, you don't.
While reflecting back on that one villain.
Yeah, and I think the story suffers because of that. They could have done this movie. So there's two villains, I guess, Maxwell Lord and Barbara Minerva, who plays Cheetah. And you could have done the movie with one or the other. You didn't need both. Yeah. And I think it would have been better. I guess the real villain of the movie is the artifact, the rock, the thing that grants the wishes, right?
The Rock's in this movie?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson's in this movie?
Yes. Ooh. As an actual rock.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Rock. You'd still have to pay him $25 million.
So that's the main evil in this movie. It probably would have been
a better movie.
Ooh, damn! Shots fired just because they had 3 missed opportunities.
Right in the nuts.
And one, what the fuck? Damn. All right.
So I think that's one of the parts there, or one of their missed opportunities. I think a missed opportunity with The Rock is they could have tied it into Greek mythology somehow, and they didn't. I think Wonder Woman's story works better when it's grounded in that Greek mythology because so much of her backstory is that.
She makes that's sense who she is in that universe.
Yeah, she makes sense with that background.
Yeah,
definitely. And the first Wonder Woman movie has that in it. I mean, you see her in Themyscira. You've got her, interacting with those people, and the villain in that movie is the God of War. So I think they could have tied it in a little bit better.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better if they had done that. Oh, and to that point, you don't really see her interacting with Themyscira. Well, you get one flashback in the beginning when she's baby Wonder Woman. Not baby, but like little
Wonder
kid
Lady,
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Child.
Did you see Mascara?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Themyscira?
Themyscira? Is that the rock?
Yeah. No, that's the island that the Amazons live on. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know the name of the island.
Neither did I.
Okay.
I just heard the mascara.
That's the name of the island where it's just a bunch of ladies. It's the Amazons who live there.
So if you were given a round trip ticket to Mascara, what time of the year would you go? And how soon would you throw away your return ticket?
Anytime.
Anytime is the right time to go.
Although they might kill you.
Time of the year is every day of the year.
Exactly. It's always perfect weather. Also, is it down under?
Why would they want to kill you, Burrito?
Because you're a man.
What did you do wrong? Oh, was it one of those places?
You didn't take out the trash.
I'm a man, that's why.
They told him already. And they said that literally the next time you don't take out the trash. Is that apparent
in these movies?
That they don't like dudes?
Yeah.
There are no dudes on the island, right?
No dudes on the island.
But when there are dudes, what happens?
They kicked them out.
Yeah, they kicked them out. Because they're trying to build their own utopian society.
That's from dusting off the weights, man.
Yeah, seriously.
For real.
That's your weight
man.
bench.
I know what dusting's like, because you know what I dusted recently?
Oh, here he goes.
My fans. The ceiling fans. I did 3 ceiling fans. Like the deep clean.
And you got like the layer.
Oh, that delicious layer, like 5 times.
Like your lint trap in your dryer, but off your fan.
Which is how that bullshit falls off.
Yeah. Like so perfectly.
Anyways, right in the middle of Wonder Woman 1984 review while Burrito sneezes.
I think they've separated themselves from the world of men and the world in general. So Themyscira is clouded from the rest of the world.
I remember he drove his plane in through the clouds.
Yeah, so like they just don't need him. It's just drama, I guess. Dudes
and their drama. So do they make more babies, or do they just like?
How do they procreate?
How do they make more Wonder Women?
They don't.
So there's a limited number of them?
Yeah.
Are they immortal?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so they just kind of went off to the island because they wanted just to live out the rest of their lives kind of like away from all the bullshit.
Yeah.
So are each and every one of those ladies on the island are they Wonder Women? Would they like, if they like jumped out here, would they just kick as much ass?
No, they would not. So Wonder Woman is a demigod.
I thought they all were.
No,
they're just Wonder Amazonians.
Woman. Just Diana. And
gotcha. Makes sense.
She was, so her mother, Hippolyta, she formed Diana out of clay, and then Zeus made her turn into a real baby.
Just because Zeus does that sometimes. Because like Zeus is actually kind of a dick. He'll just do that. Like, don't make shit into shapes that look like shit because he'll make it like a human shit. You know? He'll put flesh on it.
Yeah, so she is actually the only child on the Mascara for a long time until she grows up.
How do you grow up if you're immortal?
I don't know. I don't think it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it works, but that's how they explain it.
Or did she make a full?
That's in the comics. That's not in the movies. Like that's in the comics,
we're digressing from Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah,
missed opportunities. Continue.
Missed opportunities. Yeah. I thought the invisible jet was cool. That they got a little nod to that. I thought it was kind of weird that they had to steal a jet.
Then make it invisible?
That was weird.
How is it invisible?
Just like how Zeus hides the Mascara from the world, she figures out that she kind of has that power as well. They don't really go into it, but she tries, and then she makes the jet invisible.
Gotcha.
So
but
that's how it works. Yeah.
Why was it shitty that they had to steal a plane?
That's a crime.
It's just weird. Yeah.
Well, I mean, how else would they get a plane to make invisible? They're not going to build one.
It already exists that way.
In the movie, they have to get to Egypt somehow. And she's like, oh, I'll just, let's just go. There's some planes in the back.
Magically.
Because she works at the Smithsonian.
So it was like kind of divisive that they stole. They could have just gotten on a commercial flight. They didn't have to like steal a plane.
Yeah, I think the plot point of, okay, she needs a reason to make it invisible is that they're stealing it, right? Mm-hmm. And so I guess that's why they had to do it like that, but it was just kind of weird. It could have been cool if it was something that Diana had because she missed Steve Trevor, or she had these planes because it's like
this guy's
something
rewriting
from
the fucking
that reminds her of him. Yeah, something like that. But they didn't do it like that. Yeah.
Right. She could have just like, let's go to my garage and then pull off the cover of the old ass World War II warplane, and then hey, look what I can make it invisible.
Like, hey, like I kept one of these, or I found one of these. Yeah. So that I kind of bumped into that a little bit. That's kind of like the first part of it. I think they had some missed opportunities with Cheetah. I think they kind of lean into that overused trope of her, like the clumsy, kind of nerdy professor, researcher kind of person, becoming this super cool, like
sexy
badass,
super villain,
villain or whatever. Yeah, and
classic. Like, she's all that.
I was okay with
classic. She's all that, and that lady's no Rachel A. Cook.
Exactly. And the thing that upset me the most, which was the weirdest thing about that part, was that she has glasses at the beginning, and then as she gets powered, to like Cheetah level, she doesn't have to wear glasses anymore. I'm like, the fuck?
Well, I mean,
what's wrong with wearing glasses? I mean,
you're weak.
I don't know.
You're weak because you wear glasses. That's just it. I don't know how she gets her powers or what her powers are, but I'm assuming it's some kind of regeneration, maybe some speed. And if you're regenerating, wouldn't you regenerate your eyesight?
I guess. Okay, so the plot is that there's this wishing rock that grants your wish.
Wishing Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
Wishing.
The rock grants your wish.
Who's the character that plays the cheetah? Or the actress?
Kristen Wiig.
There you go. I was trying to remember her last name for the life of me.
Yeah, so it grants your wish, but it takes something from you.
It's a monkey's paw.
So it's kind of one of those things. Exactly. It's the monkey's paw. Yeah. And so for Barbara Minerva, she wishes to be like Diana. Of course, this is before she knows that she's Wonder Woman. So she starts getting all of Wonder Woman's powers. Yeah.
Got you. That's pretty interesting.
The thing it takes away from her, though, is her humanity and her
bullshit.
And that's why she becomes like a cheetah.
Do you think cheetahs are like that amongst themselves?
Yeah, you're trying to make cheetahs sound like pieces of shit. Is the cheetah the piece of shit of the animal kingdom?
Is that what cheetahs symbolize?
Yeah, what's the symbolism here?
Symbolism.
What's the symbology?
I don't know. She just. What's the symbology of this?
Hey, smart man. What's the symbology, smart man? What is he trying to tell me about the cheetahs? Yo, doctor. Yeah. Hey, doc. Hey, doc. Doc. Hey, smart. Hey, Doctor Smart Man. Doctor Smart Man.
What's the symbology?
What's the symbology here? All right.
That's pretty funny, man.
Yeah.
They could have avoided that trope a little bit. I think they leaned into it a little bit too hard.
Sure.
They went with there's a lot of different backstories for how Cheetah becomes Cheetah. There's a lot of different people who have been Cheetah in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
They went with Barbara Minerva and the storyline that was kind of more recently where she is a friend. Yeah, gotta sell those books, right? Where she's a friend of Diana before she goes Cheetah. Right. And so it's an interesting dynamic there where, Wonder Woman is, this is my friend and I don't want her to become this thing.
Yeah.
And it's about jealousy. Like the character of Cheetah is like, I want to be like you and I want to have this power. Right.
I thought that was King Louis.
Because they're like besties in this movie,
in the Jungle Book. I want to look like you.
They're supposed
Someone like me.
to be. But some besties after like one dinner date.
Do they?
Sometimes that's all that takes.
Like they
was
meet
there
each
wine?
other. They've only known each other for like a couple days.
Love at first sight.
That does seem like a short amount of time to forge this really strong relationship with someone.
Yeah.
Maybe they scissored.
So I think that was a misstep as well. I think they could have
no scissoring
been friends. Maybe they do. I don't know.
That's superhuman.
Damn, that's why she's like, damn, I want to fuck like Diana. That was her dream.
I want to fuck like
that
a
was
cheetah.
her wish. That was her wish. I want to fuck like a cheetah.
How does the whole cheetah idea blend in her turning into that superhero?
Yeah, what's the symbology?
I don't know. She just wants more. Just wants more power.
She just doesn't study cheetahs or something? Like,
no, she doesn't. She's not one of those kinds of researchers. She studies antiquities and things. And she's a gemologist and other things, but she's
to
not
wear cheetah outfits
biologist.
Or something? Is that just her style?
Does she like wearing cheetah print?
No, I mean they kind of sprinkle in.
This character's not making any sense.
There's not a lot of motivation behind making her a cheetah.
What's going on with this garbage character in a movie?
There are two garbage characters.
Yeah.
There's another villain.
They could have also spent a little bit more on the CGI. When she goes full cheetah.
No, you never go full cheetah, dude.
When she goes full cheetah.
Yeah.
Like the fight scene is in the dark.
Yeah.
And to cover the CGI, yeah. But man, it could have been so much. It could have been super cool.
Yeah.
And they just kind of
didn't
do it. Yeah. So those are kind of the things that I ran into with Cheetah.
Was that
how does the cheetah fight?
Like a cheetah?
So why didn't they have a stunt double?
What do you mean?
No, there's a CGI sequence.
Yeah.
No, she goes full cheetah.
Into full cheetah. She becomes a cheetah.
Cats, everything.
That took a second.
Yeah, she's got a tail. Yeah.
I was still thinking about symbology. Symbology.
This is what happens when you get lost up in the symbology of it.
Yeah, she's not like Catwoman.
It's a literal cheetah.
It's a literal cheetah. Not Catwoman. Not Cheetah Woman.
So they couldn't find a trained cheetah?
Cheetah. No, they can't. Cheetahs don't just do parkour off walls and shit, dude. You can't just make a cheetah do parkour off a wall.
Who says?
Like physics?
It's not just a cheetah. It's a humanoid cheetah. Like it's a furry. You know what I mean?
No. Oh,
like she's still a human.
Why can't they use a stunt double?
Cheetah. Like that.
So it got like human titties, but with fur on them, right?
You mean like practical makeup effects?
Wait, no, I'm talking about human titties with fur on them.
Yeah.
Was that what it was?
Kinda. Yeah, that's what she looks like.
So she just looks like a furry.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we haven't seen this character in full cheetah.
I haven't seen her full cheetah.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen her in the movie, like any.
Spoiler alert.
I haven't seen any videos. I need to look it up. Are you recommending me to look up some fucking...
I never thought I would see that in a movie. Like
furries?
Wonder Woman fighting cheetah, like full cheetah.
That's not full cheetah. You keep saying full cheetah. Now, like when you said full cheetah...
you say humanoid cheetah.
I thought it was a cheetah.
When I say full cheetah, I mean like in the comic, full cheetah, like furry. You know, because there are other times in the comic, in the first iterations of Cheetah, she's just wearing a costume like Catwoman is wearing a costume.
Yeah.
But in the more recent ones, she's got fur, she's got a tail,
cheetah
she has
DNA.
fangs, she has claws. Yeah.
It's cheetah DNA. Do you see nipples?
You don't see nipples.
Follow question. If she did have nipples, would they have spots on them?
Maybe.
Correct.
The Maxwell Lord character.
Yeah, see, there's another villain that I don't care about.
Yeah.
So are we past the missed opportunities? Are we at the what the fuck?
There's only one what the fuck.
He hasn't said that.
No, there's only one what the fuck. Yeah.
Is this a missed opportunity or a...
Yeah, this is a missed opportunity.
Okay.
Or this is kind of a weird thing. This is an odd choice.
Odd choice, not missed opportunity. Okay, here we go.
I feel like these are more odd choices. Yeah, Maxwell Lord, they made him like a sympathetic villain character. Like he's got a kid, he's got this sad backstory.
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie, spoilers, like
kid dies.
Kid's still fine. But like he renounces his wish, everything goes back to normal.
Oh, they can do that?
Right.
That's not a
Nothing
monkey's
happened.
paw. That's
yeah. And
out of the bottle,
it's
man.
Superman 3.
And there are no consequences from him.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah. I hate
like,
that.
He goes back to, I can't remember where they are, DC, I think. Yeah, he goes back to DC, finds his kid, hugs him, apologizes, and his kid's like, I mean, I still love you because you're my dad. And he's like, okay. And then they walk off together. And like,
yeah,
like, well,
what's the message here?
He was the bad guy.
Yeah.
What's the message?
What's the message? Like, are they trying to build him into a good guy? Come on, man.
Choice. Like, either make him a bad guy. Make him a bad guy. You know, like he didn't need all that other stuff. Like it was just extra story that probably should have been cut.
Are you talking about the kid stuff?
Yeah,
pull out heartstrings and stuff. It just felt cheap.
It didn't matter. If you had removed Cheetah from the movie, then yeah, that could have played a bigger role for his character.
Right.
But because you had Cheetah and Maxwell Lord in the story, I think it was just adding to that extra runtime and just made it more convoluted.
Just padding, filler content. Who gives a shit about this kid? Did the kid have leukemia or something?
No, he's just a little kid.
He's just a kid? He ain't got conditions? Give a fuck about this kid.
Nah, just a kid. The last kind of I think the biggest missed opportunity that they had was, this is Wonder Woman 1984. It's set in the 80s, and they didn't lean into it.
Yeah, they didn't? Dude, I thought it was going to be like...
Like, they could have played up that nostalgia factor so hard.
They should have.
Didn't.
That's silly.
They should have.
Because nobody does period pieces about the 80s. This could have been the first one, and they could have gone so hard into it. This is so silly.
I don't know if you saw the trailer with the Blue Monday song in it.
No, I don't recall it.
It was back in last Christmas, 2019 Christmas. And it was just an instrumental part, and it was kind of synthy, and it got everyone super psyched about it.
It had her in the suit, right? And it had like all the like a kaleidoscope effect.
Yeah, well, that was the poster, but the trailer. I mean, you might be talking about the teaser trailer.
Yeah,
I can't remember what the teaser looked like. It was super 80s feeling, and like it had this vibe, and it looked like VHS kind of, and you're just like, hell yeah, this movie's gonna rock. Then you get to the movie, and there's one kind of like establishing scene in the beginning where there's like, it's the 80s. They're at the mall. Breakdancing. She stops a heist at the mall.
Gets a great American cookie.
There's a chase, and my old Firebird makes an appearance.
Hey.
And it's cool, and you're like, hell yeah, this is cool. But
that's it.
I don't remember any real like 80s soundtrack to the movie.
Wow.
Nothing about the rest of the movie to me says 80s.
Yeah.
Other than the title?
Yeah.
Other than the title, yeah. Not even really the clothes. Usually, a lot of times, like the cars.
Yeah, like the boxy car, like they would set it
driving around.
Yeah, they would set it.
Scene. Yeah. And you don't really get a whole lot of that.
That sucks.
And it's weird. It's
like whenever
I think it was a big missed opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Because whenever they do like stuff in the 50s, they make sure you see these big, luxurious, long cars so that you know it's the 50s. They make all the fonts the same. They make like, the architecture looks similar.
Costumes.
And if you're just having people wearing like regular shit that they would wear right now, no, come on, man. Fuck out of here.
The 80s could have been a character, and I think it could have been really, really good.
I thought it was. I thought, I mean, like, why specifically pick 1984 otherwise?
Yeah.
Well, are you trying to make this big statement?
They had to pick a time in between World War One and current, because Justice League happens in 2018 or 2019, something like that. It was current when it came out. It was happening in the present, right?
Right.
And so they needed to happen before there's a Superman, before there's a Batman, all that kind of stuff.
But literally any other decade.
But they needed to happen after World War One. Yeah. I mean, they could have done
60s, 70s.
50s, 60s, 70s,
80s, 90s. It's like, what's the point of...
They chose the 80s, and then they chose not to lean into it.
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing, because it's called Wonder Woman 1984. It specifically says 1984, so you go in there with the expectation, hey, everything's going to be 80s. But it's not. I mean, like, I would understand if they said, oh, this is an alternate universe 1984, but it's not. This is 1980s, you know? You got to make it feel like the 80s. That seems cheap to me. And then when they did the, like, when you're talking about the teaser trailer, I'm like, well, what probably happened, they shot all this stuff, and then this guy cut it up to this 80s soundtrack because he had that feel in his head, and then it hit right with everybody. They're like, oh, this is going to be awesome. And it just, like, it helped it fall flat.
Yeah. It was a disappointment. And I think if they had leaned into it, if they had done the soundtrack right, if they had done the scene setting right, then a lot of the other missteps and odd choices, you probably would have glossed over it.
Yeah.
It would have hit that nostalgia string.
From the get-go, you're disappointed. From the very beginning. And now what you're doing is you're nitpicking. You know, as you're watching, oh, this doesn't feel right either. This doesn't feel right either, because you have that bad taste in your mouth from the very beginning, because this should be the 80s. You can't set that much of an expectation, you know what I mean?
You want to hear the what the fuck?
Yeah.
Man, we just got there?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It's a big one.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So Steve Trevor comes back in this film, right? And the way he comes back is that Diana wishes for him to come back. Right? She grabs a part of... This isn't the what the fuck moment.
Oh, no.
Okay. So she wishes him back. And so he comes back.
On the Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Or whatever. Yeah. And the thing that it starts taking away from her is her powers. Okay. All of that, fine. Easy way to get him back into the living, right? Here's where it goes madly astray. He doesn't come back as just Steve Trevor. Steve Trevor comes back into the body of an already existing person.
That doesn't seem like a fair trade.
It seems like a weird...
Yeah, she wants that dude.
She didn't wish for that.
No,
she didn't wish for him to come back.
Specifically this guy.
Yeah,
like she wants that dick.
Yeah.
She wants that specific dick. And it's curved just right. You come over here.
And it's a different dick.
It's a different dick.
It's a different dude.
You're right. That's a very big what the fuck. She's like, oh, I want this dick. I remember this dick. This dick was the best dick of my life. She finds a magical rock that'll make this dick come true again. And then it comes out. It's like a fucking micro penis. No.
Okay, so she doesn't know that.
Well, obviously, because it doesn't look like him. You know?
Well, she doesn't know the wish is going to come true. She just like kind of holds on to it, and they're like, it says here that the rock is supposed to, you know, make wishes come true. And so she's like, huh. And she kind of looks at it, and you can tell she's like kind of thinking about him, and she's like, whatever. And she puts it down. And so he shows up, but as this other dude. And so they have this scene where he's like, he says some things that he says in the first movie, and she's like, why did you say that?
Because I'm
Steve. Is that you? And he's like, yeah.
I've been trying to tell you, I'm Steve.
No, there's not. I mean, it's not a big thing. He's just like, oh yeah, it's me in here, but I'm in this weird body. And she's like, okay, well, and they have this tender moment where she's like, all I see is you. And then the next scene is they're waking up in bed together, and you're like, okay, well, that's weird, you know? But throughout the rest of the movie, they show the other dude like once when he's like looking in a mirror. But then for the whole rest of the movie, it's Chris Pine, right?
Yeah.
And they don't really explain it. It never becomes a thing. They're never trying to like get him into another body. It's never anything like that, right?
So it's just like this device for no reason.
You kind of forget about it.
Why not just make it Chris Pine?
It's kind of there for no reason.
Why not just make it Chris Pine?
You don't really think about it.
Yeah.
Until the end.
Oh, no.
When they bring it up, like the very end of the movie, right? Yeah. She's outside. It's Christmas time. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of snowing and stuff. And the dude walks out. Like the guy who Steve Trevor was in. Yeah. Like he's like kind of there. And they have a conversation. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, whatever. And he's wearing something that she had told Steve to wear. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, everyone says they don't like this outfit, but I like it. And it's the one outfit that like she liked, right?
Yeah.
And so she kind of smiles and like they go their separate ways, whatever. But that's how the movie ends.
What?
And then you're thinking about it, and
didn't they fuck?
Yeah. And you're like, So you're thinking about it, and you're like, wait, this guy doesn't remember her at all.
She fucked him while he didn't know her.
And then your mind, and without his consent.
Yeah,
and
that's a lot.
Yeah. And so you're sitting there at the end of the movie and thinking, like, your mind's going in overdrive, and you're like, did Wonder Woman just rape that dude?
Yeah.
Wonder Woman raped that dude in this movie.
Yeah, Wonder Woman totally did.
And it's so
crazy.
It's so messed up.
Yeah.
That's not okay?
No. I mean, why would you even make it another dude in the first place? Just so they could go their separate ways?
Like, they could have
just kill him again.
They could have avoided all of this weird shit that people are feeling.
Because obviously she has to give up her wish so that things will go back to normal, right?
She has to give up her wish so that she gets her powers back.
Right. Exactly. Right. Yeah. So that she gets her powers back. So he has to go away. He was going to go away anyway. You don't have to kill him again. Why don't you just bring him back as Chris Pine? You already paid the dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Why pay another dude to pretend to be Chris Pine? That's too many layers. And then on top of that, that dude got raped.
There's reason to have that plot point.
I agree.
Yeah.
It just makes everything weirder.
It makes it weird. And Patty Jenkins doubles down on it because everyone was running into that problem as well. They were like, this is a weird thing. Why did you make this happen? And she was like, oh, it's like a body swap genre. And you're like, yeah, but that's not the core of the movie. Like, that's not what the movie is about.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, body swap genres happened in the 80s, like Big and all this stuff. She uses Big as like an example.
You're crazy lady. You're crazy lady.
And you're just like, no, like you didn't have to do that at all.
Yeah, but I don't remember
biggest what the fuck in
I don't remember in Big Tom getting raped. Did I miss that part?
People say that he does make out with a lady though.
Yeah.
But it's still him though.
But it's still him, yeah.
He's not in another body, right?
Right.
It's just him grown up.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is totally different. This is
completely different. This is me like Freaky Fridaying, right? So this is me Freaky Fridaying someone, right? And then getting them AIDS and then going back into my body and be like, cool, man, I had sex with that really skeevy bitch, but I didn't get AIDS, though. That's not body swapping. That's something more nefarious.
Smelly pirate actor.
So that was a weird thing.
Yeah.
They also made her really lovesicky with him.
Like weak.
She's really hung up on this dude that she knew for like maybe a week.
Okay, he's the first dude she's ever seen. Ever. Ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Ever.
That's true.
Okay, so I get it. I get that she could be hung up on him. She's so hung up on him, but like, that's not his dick.
She hasn't moved on in 60 years.
True.
Exactly.
True. She hasn't moved on, and that's not his dick. I mean, but like whenever she was on, what was the island called?
Themyscira.
Whenever she was on Themyscira, I don't know if they were teaching like emotional availability, how to deal with rejection, things like that. On top of that, people don't die in that world. So the first dude she ever saw.
I don't think that they're they can still die if they get hurt.
They do die. They do die. They were getting killed, weren't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Maybe they don't age if they're on the island. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Maybe it has to do with the island.
Maybe she doesn't age. Maybe Wonder Woman doesn't age because she's a demigod.
Yeah.
But she grows up, but then she stops aging.
Right. Well, I mean, you can
she ages really slowly. I don't know.
I don't think that makes sense. I think
where
they you age until you're like peak fitness and then your aging process slows down. So it's like a metamorphosis.
Yeah.
So that period in your life when you're becoming an adult is your gestation to being the immortal. I mean, you're always immortal, but now you're like immortal with like a six pack
and wisdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the biggest what the fuck moment. You brought up the armor.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass armor.
Yeah.
I think it's modeled off of the armor that she has in Kingdom Come, the Mark Waid, Alex Ross story.
Uh-huh.
What's the name of the alloy?
I don't know what it's made of, but it's supposed to be pretty strong. And
Vibranium?
Cheetah just kind of
5150 steel.
Nah, that's Marvel. Vibranium.
Adamantium?
Yeah. Adamantium. Vibranium?
That's also
Man, Marvel's got all the good ass materials.
It's metal. It should be for everybody.
DC ain't got shit for metal.
What Nth metal? I think.
What? Nth?
I think it's called Nth metal.
Nth?
Like NTH.
Dude, that's soft.
Yeah.
That is soft.
I think it's what Hawkman and Hawkgirl's stuff is made out of. Maybe
Soft.
That sounds like a brand. NTH Metals.
Yeah, it sounds like a metal, like a like a refining company.
Sounds like eBay metal.
The other kind of plot point that I ran into, I forgot to mention it, was her armor. It would have made more sense if she had used the armor to fight Cheetah so that she didn't have to lose Steve Trevor, right? Because she's losing her powers, so she's like, oh, maybe I need to put on this armor so I can go and fight Cheetah.
Yeah.
But she renounces her wish, gets her powers back, and then puts on the armor to go fight Cheetah. And you're like, why wouldn't you just try the armor first?
What's the armor supposed to do?
Protect her.
Yeah.
Like, she's already a badass. The armor's just like an extra layer. Instead, she wants to get that superpower back and then use the armor. It's like, you already have the superpower.
No, you already have the armor.
Yeah.
Or you had the armor. I'm just saying.
Yeah, try out the armor.
Decided to do the superpower. I was like, oh yeah, I have armor. Maybe she just wanted that full-on win for time.
Yeah, did she not know she was going to defeat the cheetah?
I guess not. I mean, she's supposed to be pretty invincible. There shouldn't be any reason why she couldn't have defeated Cheetah without the armor and her full power.
Right.
So, I don't know. That was a weird thing that could have made the story better if she had done that.
Well, is the armor, like, invincible as well?
It's supposed to be pretty powerful. One of the first Amazon champions used it to hold back the armies of men.
Armies of men?
In kind of like a...
I remember when the armies of men were
kind of like
attacking.
how 300...
Oh, she kicked all their asses. It's pretty badass, dude.
Yeah. Cheetah just ripped through it with her claws. It was pretty ridiculous. Like, just ripped up those
wings.
Like
they come up this cool arse of armor, and then it just got torn up.
Demolished.
Yeah, the wings did, and then she throws them off, but she keeps the full armor on. And I guess it helps. Basically, it's to sell toys.
Yeah,
right.
Oh, I know.
It could have been a plot point, but it became an accessory.
Yeah,
which was disappointing.
He's just thinking of all the ways he got cheated by this movie.
Yeah, I am. That being said, I am a Wonder Woman fan.
To the death!
I like the stories. I read the comics a lot. One of my ongoing titles that I would get every week was Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Every week?
Yeah. Well, every month. Sorry.
I believe it, though.
Because they come up monthly. Yeah.
They could be like offset. There's like 3 different Wonder Woman titles.
There was not a whole lot of Wonder Woman in this movie, which was disappointing.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Look,
the first movie was better. I think if you watch this movie and you kind of just watch it as an entertaining movie, kind of summer blockbuster kind of thing, then it's entertaining if you don't think about it.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah. But I don't think that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is Wonder Woman 1984 is stunningly without Wonder Woman and without the 80s.
Bullshit!
Yeah.
So this title is just like body swapping another movie.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They body swapped a whole nother movie, baby. There's a body swapping genre. They body swapped big. All right, man.
They did.
Thanks for the rundown, the very lengthy rundown of Wonder Woman, sans Wonder Woman, 1984, sans the 80s.
I had a lot to say. I'm sorry.
There was a lot. No, you're good. You're good. Hey, we're here for that content. You know what I mean?
Julio Diaz, financial advisors. When you gotta move some weight, why wait? Julio will help you diversify holdings. For that late, always great. Julio gets it done. Call Julio Diaz today, or regret it tomorrow. Julio Diaz.
And this is the news. Denmark launches children's TV show about man with giant penis. Critics condemn the idea of an animated series about a man who cannot control his penis, but others have backed it. John Dillermand has an extraordinary penis, so extraordinary, in fact, that it can perform rescue operations, etch murals, hoist a flag, and even steal ice cream from children. Give me your thoughts, Burrito.
You're an asshole.
I think it would be really nice if my dick could steal ice cream from children.
Agreed. Agreed. I wish your dick could steal ice cream from children.
Bullshit!
So I know you guys haven't seen the cartoon. So when you hear the scene, a man's penis steals ice cream from a child, what do you envision?
I think just like the kid is like eating his ice cream. It's an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
And it's like Dick comes out of like stage left and just grabs it out of the kid's hand.
Burrito.
Cone and all.
Burrito.
Yeah, that's what I kind of see. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm going.
And then he starts crying.
Here's where I'm going. The kid's licking his ice cream, right? He looks away. The Dick comes around the corner, goes into the ice cream, drinks the whole ice cream out, and then leaves. And the kid goes back to lick his cone, and it's gone. What do you think? He drank his milkshake through his dick.
That seems a little more involved than a kid's show would do, though.
I mean, this man has a giant penis that does things, and it's a child show.
Did you get the name of this TV show? Because I definitely want to check it out.
John Dillerman.
That's the character's name.
Yeah. I don't remember the title. I'll drop it to you, huh?
Yeah, we'll have to like make this on our to-watch list to bring feedback.
I bet
to the
it's
listeners.
awesome. I bet it's awesome.
I feel like this would be a great cartoon for like adults. You know, like an Adult Swim kind of cartoon. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. You kind of have the risk, though, of like, they're going to just lean into it too much and it's going to get gross. Here, with this whole child element, they have to keep it like clean. So they got to keep they have to keep it elevated. You can't just go straight to the gutter with this because it's not going to work. This is a kid's show. And that's what makes it like extra funny is that this is a kid's show.
It is crazy, though. That would definitely not fly in the U.S.
True.
But speaking of extraordinary penises, to combat declining birth rate, Japan to begin offering breeding visas to foreigners. Later this year, Japan will attempt to induce its own baby boom. Holders of breeding visas will be required to provide evidence of at least one pregnancy and that they helped induce either in themselves for females or in a Japanese citizen for males. Those unable to do so will have to pay a fine of no less than 50,000 yen upon departure. Huh? So there's like a penalty if you don't do your job with your breeding visa.
$500?
While details are still being worked out, applicants are required to be at least 21 years old, be in good physical and mental health, and have scored at least Chunin level on the official Naruto certification exam.
Well, hopefully they're Chunin.
I wasn't sure if
on
that
the Naruto certification exam.
I thought that part was a joke, but I wasn't going to take it out.
I think it is a joke. I thought you put that in there. Because I was like, this is clever. All right, let's break this down, guys.
This one's especially for Burrito to think about.
Yeah.
Think out loud.
It is a joke.
This whole story?
It was an April Fool's article.
Oh, no. No. We got again. We keep reading these fake stories as if they're real.
Yeah, no, I looked into it.
Hey, thank you for doing the research, dude. Thank you for doing some research on that story.
Hey, thanks for debunking our stories, Dr. Snopes.
Yeah.
So what's going on in Slam City South?
Ooh, this dude got his hands blown off after firework explodes during illegal racing event on the east side of the south side.
Hold on.
Can you reread that headline again?
Yeah. You want me to reread this headline? Because it's ridiculous.
Yes, please.
Teen has hands blown off after firework explodes during an illegal racing event on the east side of Slam City South Side.
All right, man. There's a lot to break down here. So not only were they illegally street racing, but they were throwing fireworks at each other?
And doing donuts.
Hundreds of street racers. Look at this shit.
Two teenagers. Yeah. Let me read the rest of it. Two teenagers were severely injured as hundreds of street racers took over an east side parking lot. The incident started around 10:30 in the Slam City South, and police said they saw street racers doing donuts and shooting off fireworks. Apparently, this guy, they were hanging out the window, and he was holding a mortar shell in his hand, and another guy lit it and blew the guy's hands off.
Shit.
Because it went off.
So he was just holding onto it, and the guy like snuck up and lit it?
Monkey's out of the bottle, man.
Well, I mean, I guess he was going to light it and like throw it, but he lit it, and I guess maybe it went off. It went down before he could get rid of it, I guess.
Right,
I don't know.
Right.
But they were throwing it at each other, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, so his hands got blown off, and then the other dude,
both of his hands?
I think I remember reading that. I don't remember. It didn't say. It was inconclusive.
Okay. So what happened to the other guy?
I think something happened to his eyes. I think maybe he might lose his sight, apparently. So, yeah. But, I mean, I remember playing with those mortar shots when we were younger.
They're not really a joke.
Set them off in the middle of the street.
Yeah, they're not really a joke. We never really held them in our hands and lit them. That seems, I don't know, not recommended.
No, because we're smarter.
Yeah, we have a little bit more self-preservation, I suppose. Why would you keep it in your hands?
I don't know.
Hot
Maybe
potato.
he was looking for a good opportunity to like throw it at someone. I don't know.
Yeah, he was just like holding onto it, pop. He got sacked in the pocket.
Punk, bitch!
Conspiracy theorists share schematic for, quote, 5G chip they claim is implanted in COVID-19 vaccines. It's actually for the Boss Metal Zone pedal. Here we go.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much. So they just pulled some random schematic off the internet to try to convince people that there's microchips inside of these COVID-19 vaccines. The one they happened to pull was a schematic for a distortion pedal made by Boss.
What is this, amateur hour?
I kind of feel like that's a pedal that beginners
Did someone recognize it, or did they do like a reverse image search?
I'm sure they did a reverse image search, but it probably looks very easy to identify, I'm sure. It's like, oh, this looks like some kind of input for audio, and then it does this shit, and then, oh, hey, this looks familiar. I don't think anybody just like, oh, that's the Boss Metal Zone schematic. You know, there's maybe like 10 people in the world that could do that, and those dudes aren't on the internet.
Yeah.
They're not. They're just not.
They're in a basement.
Chained
to a desk.
Right.
Making
more schematics.
Boss Metal.
Yeah. Boss Metal Zone schematic. You're right. Boss just has these kids just chained down there making metal zones. Like they're just drawing metal zone schematics over and over again. They're hand etching it into the PCB. But not a transmitter, okay? It's not a 5G chip.
Bullshit!
But I thought they said that 5G causes COVID, right? Let me just try to follow the crazy.
Yeah.
5G causes COVID, and now they're embedding 5G transmitter chips into our bloodstream to fight COVID.
Bullshit!
No, to cause more COVID.
To cause more?
I guess.
Why wouldn't you just put more COVID in the COVID vaccine? What's with this microchips? What do we need these microchips for? To me, at this point, the microchips seem superfluous. They were saying that microchips were spreading the COVID, right? But why would we put
it's an unnecessary plot point
it's like
in this movie that we're living in.
Right, exactly. It's as if it was someone else's dick the entire time.
A monolith, speaking of dicks.
This is someone else's COVID dick.
A monolith appears next to a hiking trail at Wisconsin Park. Visitors to a Wisconsin park made a surprising discovery, an 8 to 9 foot monolith installed under mysterious circumstances next to a hiking trail. Most of the monoliths that have since appeared, including one in Romania and others in Britain, Texas, and California, had sides made of metal. But the object in Wisconsin appeared to be made of cardboard or plywood covered in aluminum foil.
This is stupid. These fucking kids.
That's a COVID project.
These kids fucking dragged this shit out there themselves and then reported. They self-reported this shit. Oh, we found a monolith.
How tall was it?
8 to 9 foot. I don't know.
It was like 8 to 9 feet.
No, you know it's exactly 8 foot because you bought the lumber at fucking Home Depot in the morning. Nailed it together and wrapped it in aluminum foil. This seems like unnecessary.
This monolith needs to go gonolith.
Ding. New law requires federal agents to identify themselves to protesters. I don't have that much to comment on this. It just correlates very well with the fact that if they're cops, they gotta tell you. And if you ask them, they have to tell you, otherwise it's entrapment. That's just Slam City legal advice.
They gotta say it. Unless you're...
Uh-oh, we're not going there.
And then they don't do shit.
Okay, we went there. He's not wrong, ladies and gentlemen, but we went there.
Chipotle launches cauliflower rice nationwide as consumers cut grains from their diets.
Hey, this is actually not bad, right?
Chipotle Mexican Grill is launching a cauliflower rice option to attract consumers trying to comply with their New Year's resolutions. Well, guess what, guys?
We ain't got none. We're perfect as we are.
You need to sit your little
I want to stick to the cilantro rice, okay?
Yeah, because, I mean, this is the only reason he's sticking to the cilantro rice. Tell me about it, Art.
Well, obviously. So here's the high points. Chipotle just launched cauliflower rice in the U.S. and Canada. Good for them. All right. An option. Everybody's going to try this, right? But the limited time option will cost consumers an extra $2.
Damn, he's out. Art's tapping out on that one.
I bowed out. $2 extra for cauliflower rice.
I was like, bro, I could have gotten guac.
Just make that shit at home if you're going to do it. Just like X-nay your rice, get your toppings and stuff, and just make your own.
I mean, you can
Bring
buy
a
a whole
little
bag
Tupperware
of
full of
cauliflower.
How do you make cauliflower rice?
You just in
Does
freezer
it actually
bag.
look like rice?
No,
It's like rice in a food processor.
It's riced.
Yeah.
It's riced
Rice?
cauliflower.
It's just like chopped up really nicely.
You know when you
Okay.
rice things, you just kind of make them into like grains of rice.
It's boring as shit.
Cauliflower?
Cauliflower rice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rice
It's
is
a one-trick pony, yeah.
Have you ever tried the cauliflower that they
Turn into little pieces
substitute
of rice.
for like kung pao chicken?
No, man. Tell me about it.
It's pretty good.
Do they bread that and then toss it around the sauce? Yeah, I've
Yeah.
tried cauliflower done like that, but tossed around like wing sauce.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Tell me about it.
I've seen that too.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's like buffalo cauliflower or something like that.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
It's what it sounds like. It's
No.
just like
Tip to taint.
middle of the shaft. Because, like real wings or real nuggets or whatever.
Yeah.
That's like tip.
Or taint.
Yeah, or taint.
Sure.
But
or
when there's that substitute, it gets you by.
I see. You'd rather not have to eat it.
If it wasn't an option, I wouldn't miss it.
Given your druthers, just
Yep.
eating chicken wings, huh?
But yeah, cauliflower rice is $2. That's bullshit.
And also,
Man files lawsuit over Hawaiian rolls not being made in Hawaii.
did he really think they were?
You know, for the longest time, I thought they were because, and I'm not the guy suing. I'm just saying, like,
Hey, that's just some dude I know.
yeah, my friend.
My friend's suing. My friend is suing because he thought.
Well, no, really, I did think like because these things are not cheap for bread. You know
No, they're
what I
not.
mean?
No, they're
Like,
not.
they're actually relatively expensive for
Yeah.
what you're getting.
Yeah, it's like a tiny box of bread, and it's what, $3?
Yeah, it's like anywhere from like 30 to 50 cents a roll. So just do the math on that.
Yeah.
Anyways, I thought there'd be some sort of like shipping cost to like take all these
Okay.
rolls across the
Okay.
like ocean, so that's why they were so expensive.
Yeah.
So it kind of feels like, them being made in California kind of ain't shit versus them really being made in Hawaii with Hawaiian ingredients.
True. What if they trucked all the Hawaiian ingredients to California to distribute? Would you feel less shitty about that?
No, I think there has to be something like in the air and the water when making bread.
Oh my God. You're right. We're missing that fucking sweet
Because
Hawaiian
that's what
salt
people
air.
would say about like real New York pizzas. Like, what makes the
It's the
dough?
water.
It's the water.
It's the water. They
It's
get it from the dirty Franks.
It's a symbology of your soul.
It's you tasting the soul.
It's a
Okay.
soul of New York in the water.
The soul of New York in the water because we ain't got very good filtration out here. Ha, ha, ha.
Okay, Carl.
No, that's not Carl. Carl's a little more like this. No, that's not Carl either.
All right.
Open the damn door. That's Carl.
That's pretty good. We got a Meatwad and a Carl. Oh, I was
Yeah.
thinking about that, like who would play who in the Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah,
I mean, we have our Meatwad already. I guess you just elected yourself to be Carl.
that's fine. I can't do Master Shake's voice. I wish I could because he got some jammers of lines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got some good
And he
lines.
has he's like a squeaky voice. He has a little bit of a lisp. He's quick, and then Frylock's just kind of lame. To the home.
What's the balance?
You have to have the straight man. Otherwise, this entire thing, nobody watches it because it's just chaos. But when it's chaos happening to one person who has to deal with the chaos, that's funny.
That's how you relate.
Yeah. Because really, the show is the story of Frylock and how he manages all these personalities. And then you just dismiss the fact that he's a floating French fry box with a goatee,
And a diamond on his back.
right? Yeah. I mean, he's a French fry warlock, right? That's what the portmanteau is, right? Of Frylock.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, I'd never thought of that.
Oh,
I thought it was like dreadlock.
I could see that because his fries kind of do look like locks.
Yeah.
No, I think it's French fry warlock.
He does have magical powers.
He does. He has that gem on the
That
back.
makes sense. He's
Yeah.
got those
Laser eyes.
those
And he floats.
yeah, well not lasers, but like
Tractor
like
beam.
electricity eyes,
Yeah.
lightning bolt
lightning bolt
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah, yeah,
Lightning bolt.
like Raiden.
Yes. Go, hey!
I know. I know. There's a whole story behind what Raiden's saying whenever he does that move.
What is he saying? I think it's Daya Baba Ka. Daya Baba Ka. Gaya Baba Hey and Daya Baba Ka. Because I think he says two different things.
That'll be about what we learned.
Yeah.
We should look into that.
Yeah.
Bring back some news.
Well, Hawaiian rolls not made in Hawaii, made in California. That was the news.
Food truck fanboys, you haven't lived until you've conquered the crazy one. Intergalactic Boba Runner Boobaguette serves you everything.
Everything!
The crazy one. Infinite calories for a not so infinite price.
$9.95.
Best bring your appetite, because the crazy one has everything.
Everything!
No substitutions.
No!
Don't give up your much-earned cred by asking for no pickles or no onions. Booba won't hold the mayo, because it wouldn't be the crazy one if it didn't have everything. Next time you have a craving for clout that will get your feet wet, find the most badass food truck in the galaxy and order the crazy one from Boobaguettes.
I'm Boobaguettes, and I get it. So get it. This
Is what I have for lunch.
I'll go quick.
sure.
All right. These were boiled.
You have hard-boiled eggs. You
That was
said
one of
eggs.
the ingredients. Then this came out of a package. It was fried, then dried,
Fried then dried out of a package.
and it had 2 little packets inside it.
Oh, yeah, ramen.
Yeah.
Ramen?
You had ramen with an ajitama.
It wasn't ajitama. It was just hard-boiled,
Hard-boiled
or
egg. Hey.
medium-boiled
Okay.
eggs.
Look,
Still-
ajitama's hard, man.
Still fancy, man. Still
Yeah.
fancy.
It was
Hey, at
hella
least you-
fancy.
At least you put the effort to put that egg in, man. That does make a big difference in that
I put
taste.
3 eggs.
Oh, fuck me.
Then I was asking
Whoa.
myself-
Oh, fuck me. Do I have the willpower for a 4th?
Oh, I was going to ask earlier, how many eggs are too many eggs? Like in one sitting.
Per bowl? Oh, in one sitting?
And you could choose to have nothing but eggs.
I could eat probably a dozen eggs in one sitting.
All right. I don't feel so
Holy
bad
shit.
anymore.
Okay, one sitting. Maybe one sitting is a little hyperbolic. I meant like I could kill a dozen eggs in a day.
In like a night, yeah, just like munching on them throughout the day.
Yeah, scrambled eggs in the morning, hard boiled for lunch, and then,
That is a lot of eggs, though.
I might
12
be
eggs.
able to do 3 in one sitting,
yeah.
but I'd be pretty messed up after that.
Oh, he would be totally fucked on eggs. Lady, you don't want to talk to me right now? I had 3 eggs, okay? 3 fucking eggs, bitch.
Let me preface this by saying
Yeah.
we've
Hey,
all been here.
hey, I don't want to be mean or nothing, but I just had 3 eggs, bitch.
Hey, true or false, but egg farts.
True.
But okay.
What? With that sulfur? You know?
Your own egg farts throw
The
you
gut
off.
bomb,
Do your
like-
own egg farts throw you off?
Yeah, because it's a completely different composition. Completely different composition.
Burrito. Do your
No.
egg farts?
He doesn't smell his
No?
own farts.
I don't
can't-
smell anything.
Wow.
I don't even smell
Not
other
only can this
people's
guy
farts.
not swallow pills,
He can't
he
sniff
can't
farts.
smell his own farts.
Why the fuck you fucking paying for those farts in a bottle anyway?
What is it about feet except that they smell?
Oh, feet.
Oh, feet.
I think maybe like.
Feet
All
is
right,
feet.
Are we trying to determine why feet are attractive?
Yeah.
I think it's because it's abnormal.
Well, one of the first attractions is like smell. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it's a subconscious thing.
right. But I mean, they still love feet fresh out the shower.
Let's say all you did was like you smelled the feet. You didn't see the feet. All right.
Yeah, would you get a boner?
Or would you be able to tell? Like it was either feet or like good looking feet. You know,
So
could
we're
you tell
talking-
with the feet,
okay,
like the attraction
pause.
level?
We just created another superhero. It's Daredevil, but with feet. Oh, there's a hot bitch coming around the corner. How do you know? I can smell her corns.
All right, Burrito, we need your help. What's this hero's name?
What's his name? Daredevil, but with feet. I mean, I got one.
Oh, man.
It's too obvious, but I got one.
Do you want to hear this
What-
obvious
what?
one?
What?
Foot devil. Maybe it's just feet
Foot
devil.
devil.
Feet devil.
Feet.
Feet devil. You can't beat feet devil. You can't get a better name for the superhero than feet devil. I'm sorry, you just can't.
Can you agree with this, Burrito? Is it too close? And let me guess. He wears like this
Nah, that's good. That's good.
all
I
red
like it.
outfit.
Yeah.
You know, Daredevil wears this.
He looks
Well,
exactly like Daredevil, but
They'll never
he's
does
like,
have like a few different choices, but we'll go with the like red outfit.
yeah.
And he can see and everything, but
He's also a lawyer.
yeah. How does the
How does it help or hurt?
You
impeccable
can see just
smell-
fine.
Yeah, you can see just fine.
But like in real life, why is having this super smell
beneficial? Why is this beneficial?
Well,
it's
you
not.
know, like his blindness as like him as Matt Murdock.
Right, he can kind of like feel the air.
Yeah, like
know?
the environment, like his interpretation of the environment's different than everyone else's. So
right.
That's the like what makes him interesting.
Right.
But for the guy with the like smell-o-vision of a nose, like what's his?
Why is it?
Does he work at like a perfumery or something?
No, that's that other movie where he made like perfume out of women.
He can just smell feet.
He can just smell feet, and he can know if it's a hot chick.
He can't smell anything else. Just feet.
Oh my god, he can only smell feet.
So he's like a foot cancer doctor or something?
No, maybe.
Yeah, he's a podiatrist oncologist.
He's a club foot cancer doctor. He's the top practicing foot cancer doctor in the world, right? And some experimental technique that he was perfecting to like cure foot cancer for all feet backfired on him, and now he can only smell feet.
That's all he can smell?
That's what Burrito was saying. This is all he can smell is feet. But also it's like,
can't smell anything else.
It doesn't matter how far away from feet he is. He smells feet, but it just gets more intense the closer he is. So like, that's like his echolocation.
So he knows when there's a dime around the corner.
Right. And he also knows when like bad guys are coming up on him.
Because they got really like rank ass feet.
They got bad guy feet. You think bad guy feet, like, what do you think of bad guy feet?
He can track people.
Yeah, he's a Native American hunter. No?
We can work
Feet
on
hunter.
it.
He's a foot hunter. That's his name, Feet Hunter? Ah, that's actually kind of a cooler name than Feet Devil.
I'm Feet Hunter.
Why do they call you Feet Hunter?
I hunt feet.
So that's your takeaways today? Wilderness Man and Feet Hunter?
I do like Wilderness Man a lot.
Wilderness Man.
I like the play of like other trackers look at footprints, but this guy is like
looking.
He's all about the smell, like literally tracking the feet.
He's just in the ground sniffing. Just can't get enough. What the fuck you doing?
A foot hunter.
I didn't ask who you are. What are you fucking doing?
Feet.
Is this like a one-issue comic book?
I mean, yeah. I don't know where you go with Foot Hunter.
How far can you take this?
Okay, who's his arch nemesis?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a quadriplegic that don't have feet.
Or maybe someone that's all hands.
Yeah. Yeah, someone that's all hands is just like, this guy's disgusted by this person who's all hands.
Like he has 6 limbs, but they're all hands. Or like 8 limbs. How many limbs?
His dick a hand too?
It can be.
Should be or is?
It's forked.
Forked? You got a forked dick. Is it just at the head or is it all the way down?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
All right, so he has 8 hands and he walks around doing cartwheels. Right?
That's how
he gets around. But it's
mobility.
It's just cartwheels into more hands. So just a bunch of hands. It's handball. His arch nemesis is handball. It's a ball with just a bunch of hands. You know, like those suction cup balls?
Yeah.
But instead of suction cups, it's hands.
All right.
You're a monster. You're an abomination. Are you talking about me or yourself, Foot Hunter? I am Robert York Foot Hunter.
So what are your 3 clues, Gemini Jackson?
Oh, yeah. Shit, I forgot we were doing this. It was convenient. I didn't make it at home. And cylindrical.
Cylindrical. Did you eat a can of Pringles?
I did not. But it was convenient. Cylindrical.
Oh, was it a hot dog?
It's close to it.
Was it a breakfast biscuit?
A burrito?
It's close to it. It's closer to a hot dog than a burrito because it fits in
Corn
the same
dog.
tracks.
Corn dog?
Not corn dog.
Oh.
What else fits on them tracks, guys?
Taquitos.
Taquitos. Taquitos.
Oh. Taquitos.
Tell us about these taquitos, Gemini Jackson.
I got the steak and cheese. I got the Monterey chicken and cheese. And I got a buffalo chicken roller.
Whoa. You did a trifecta?
Trifecta, man.
I think out of all those, the steak one is the most legit.
Yeah, it's like, that one's dense. It's got a funk to it. And you're like, man, this feels real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's almost like they smoked the meat before putting it in there.
Right? But you know it's all fake.
Yeah.
I've never had any of those.
Oh, man, you're missing out in life, man.
You haven't lived yet.
That's like, that's my in-out, get, grab, go. You know what I mean? When I'm like on the road and I got to go somewhere, and I know I got to eat, right? So I'm just like, give me some rollers.
The buffalo one's okay, but it's just like the shape.
A stick of meat. Yeah, a stick of meat's weird. Stick of meat's weird, but the flavor's good because it's chicken nugget inside. You know, it's that spongy.
Yeah,
it's congruous. It's too uniform to feel real.
And that other chicken one you had,
that was
seemed to kind of, but it sounded just like the standard. You know, like,
no, it's Monterey chicken.
Yeah,
so like,
there's nothing special about that to me.
It's Monterey. You know what I mean?
Did they throw any jalapenos in there?
It's seasoned. It's like they cooked the chicken in salsa or something.
Does it taste smoked? Is there umami?
No. There's umami because you taste the soul of that chicken. You know what I mean?
Are you sure it's not soy chicken?
No tinga. I do like tinga though.
Mm-hmm.
So burrito, what did you have for lunch?
Yeah. Let's see. It was pasta.
Oh, macaroni salad.
It had
Lasagna soup.
It had some. No. Although it was soupy.
Oh.
Macaroni?
Spaghetti.
Mac and cheese.
Nope. I used cumin. I made it myself.
Oh, it's fucking fideo?
Hell yeah.
You had that fideo yayo.
I had fideo.
Fideo pagello over here. How was it, man? You made it yourself.
Was that their first fideo of the year?
Oh, yeah. It was the first fideo of the year.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Many more to come.
Do you keep it pretty standard when you make fideo? Like you make it right every time?
He just follows in the directions on the box.
No, I make it my own way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Secret
Tell me
recipe.
about it, man. Spill the beans, burrito.
Huh. Well, I do switch up the protein in it.
You use cock meat?
You can make it with chicken. You can make it with ground beef. You can make it with pork. I really like pork with it. I think ground pork is pretty good.
Is it just ground pork, or are there certain cuts of pork you like to use, like tenderloin?
I usually just use ground pork.
All right.
Usually the ground meat is good in it. If I'm using chicken, then I'll usually use thighs. You can use steak meat like asada.
Skirt steak.
That's pretty good. Yeah. But the one that I had, it had ground turkey in it. And then I like throwing a handful of some frozen veggies in it. Peas, carrots, corn, mixed veggies. Yeah.
Green beans, lima beans.
It's good.
Tracer foods.
Tracer foods. You know what a tracer food is, dude?
Yeah, that's why I said it.
No, I'm talking about burrito. You don't know?
You don't know what a tracer food is?
No.
Comes out in
like
your
corn.
shit.
Yeah.
Comes out in your shit.
You know when it leaves you.
You know, you still got the casing on there. You can trace that you ate it.
It's like peanuts.
That's fucking Footman's, or what's his name? Foot Hunter's favorite. Finding the corns. Ooh, this one had corns.
The drier, the better.
Oh, God.
Ooh, need lotion.
It's like corn nuts.
Corn nuts. Well, that was what we had for lunch.
Corn nuts.
Oh, yeah? Why don't you eat them anymore? Because you break your teeth on them?
It's been a long time. Because I don't go in the gas stations, really.
You know, you can get them like at the store.
Yeah, they sell them that you can put them in your little red basket and make it one of the 15 items.
They got big ones.
Oh,
big
I
bags.
guess.
Yeah, they got the gigantic ones.
Maybe I should get some corn nuts next time I go to the store.
I think you should get some corn nuts next time.
We want you to bring back a review. Pick it out.
Yeah, so
okay.
Select the corn nuts that you like, but also try a bag that you've never had before.
There you go. That's good material.
Okay.
Do a live review while you crunch them on the microphone.
If it made you either say no or you've never had it before, that's the one you get.
Yeah.
So you get the one that's like Cool Ranch or whatever you like. Maybe the original. Not too picky.
Original's kind of bland.
Still standard, you know what I mean? Like if you just want
eating Frito-Lays.
Yeah, if you just want Fritos.
Nobody just wants Fritos.
Sometimes.
Fritos corn chips or Frito-Lays.
Once or twice a year.
Sometimes you just want Fritos
corn chips or Frito-Lays.
Either. Like I maybe have that stuff maybe like a couple times.
You gotta have them to dip it into the bean dips.
See? Yeah. I believe that. But just alone?
Fritos?
Yeah, nah.
Fritos are fine alone.
Corn chips?
Chili cheese Fritos?
That's not alone. That's chili cheese Fritos.
Yeah.
You're talking about corn chips,
got
man.
flavor.
If you got the mixed selection that comes with 20 bags of little single servings.
Yeah, but
you were down to the Fritos.
Yes, you eat it because you have to.
Yeah,
you don't have to.
Yes, you do.
You can give them away.
But then you also have like...
Let me check my kitchen.
Nah.
You want some Fritos?
No.
Actually, I was out hiking this past weekend.
Hitchhiking? Or picking up hitchhikers?
In one of the city parks. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Theme parks? The Glory Hole?
No, one of the city parks out here in Slam City South.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the border of the parks is up against a neighborhood. And so there are fence lines, and some of those fence lines are chain link. Well, outside one of the chain link fences was a box of Fritos, and it said free toes, like FREE.
Yeah. Because nobody wants that shit. Also, that would be Foot Hunter's favorite.
Except they would just be called Feetos.
No, free toes.
Oh, TOES.
Yes.
That sounds like a Halloween joke.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
What kind of corn chips do cannibals like?
Free toes.
I didn't take a bag.
Yeah, that's fucking Fritos in the sun, too.
You're not a freeloader. You're a freeloader.
Hey, yo.
Boom.
All right, guys, that was what we had for lunch. This is what the fuck we learned this week. Art, you want to kick us off?
So I just scraped some Today I Learns that had a lot of upvotes. Ones that made me, oh, that's interesting. Because you can like swim through this stuff and just kind of pick some gems out of there, take up some time in this lovely show. So today I learned there is no actual difference between frogs and toads, with a popular comparison being used only informally with no taxonomic or evolutionary history. All toads are frogs, and toads are just species or families of bumpy frogs.
Oh.
Ooh.
And we talk about frogs a lot on the show.
We kind of do talk, like
we bring it up as much as possible.
I feel like
every time a frog story passes through, it's like we're on.
Okay, let's put this at the top of the show. This needs to be discussed. Oh shit, what is this? What's this French guy doing?
He'll say something about the frogs.
No shit, so he got aroused.
We got Frenchy Frog in the house.
We got Frenchy Frog in the house. Frenchy Frog in the house.
Oh, Frenchy Frog is one of the
house.
wilderness man's like
sidekick
hallucinations. It's just a regular
Frenchy
frog in like reality. But
yeah.
It's like a frog. Yeah.
Some of the woodland creatures are just woodland creatures, or are they like anthropomorphic?
They're anthropomorphic in his hallucination.
Oh, so they're
most
just
of the show
furries?
They are. No, I think they look like the animal. They can speak and stuff.
So whenever he's seeing like the new car on Price is Right, is it a car made out of sticks and stuff, or do we flash into like
it is a
the
car made out
real
of
world?
sticks.
We're talking about like thematically in his brain. Everything is real. Like it looks like a real sedan.
No, it's a mix. I would say it's a mix. Like they know they're playing with sticks.
Oh, they know they are? Okay.
Yeah. But like they know the microphone has an acorn at the end.
But Frenchy Frog's like...
He's a talking frog. He's like a Budweiser
dude, right?
frog.
He's a dude or is he a frog?
It's up to Burrito if he's going to play Frenchy Frog.
He's a frog.
Nice. I like that better.
Yeah.
And not a toad. Because toads are just bumpy frogs.
All the contestants got to be...
Woodland
animals.
Like
woodland creatures, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
What other woodland creatures would you have? An elk?
We can do an elk
deer
instead of a deer.
Yeah.
You have a deer.
A bird, you know?
Yeah.
A monkey. That's a little extreme. I'm thinking of like he's lost in America. You're not really going to find a monkey.
Yeah. A bear.
I mean, in the hallucination.
A bear. Yes.
Yeah, a bear would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a mountain lion.
A cheetah.
Mm-hmm.
A cheetah? A 1984
don't have cheetahs.
A 1984 cheetah.
Yeah, we're not cheetahs.
Straight from the zoo.
And an ostrich.
Yeah?
Ostrich got like lost and been in the woods for a really long time.
How about a platypus?
I would love for there to be a platypus.
Platypus would make a great hallucination.
A little
character.
armadillo.
Armadillo.
We can, yeah.
I mean, I've seen those like when camping all the time.
What if it was like a
gross-looking.
hitchhiking armadillo?
A hitchhiking
like
armadillo.
an armadillo that's been all across the country.
And he has a little suitcase.
Yeah, a little suitcase with all the stickers of all the different states.
Fuck yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, he has papers sticking out for some reason.
Yeah.
Dude, armadillo, get it together. Stack the papers.
And he wears boots.
Yeah, and a Texas cowboy hat. Like a big-ass cowboy hat. You never see, like, his eyes. His
and
turtle sticks out.
A big buckle. Yeah, gotta have a turtle. We got a lot of characters going on in this Wilderness Man series.
Wilderness Man.
Yeah.
I'm Macho Man Randy Savage.
They don't have to be all in the same episode.
Wilderness Man.
Right. Yeah, we're just stashing out the characters right now.
Right.
We got to spread them out across 8 episodes.
I mean, obviously, the characters have, like, personalities, right?
You can have, like, minor characters, like Ren and Stimpy characters that you don't see all the time.
Okay. But the main character is only Wilderness Man, right?
Wilderness Man and, yeah.
Frenchy Frog. I
Probably.
mean, maybe Frenchy Frog's like his Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Frenchy Frog is Wilderness Man.
Tell him what
Jiminy
to
Cricket.
do next.
But on the Price is Right episode, he's the announcer. He's a Rod Roddy.
He's Rod Roddy.
Yeah.
That's funny. And in the Wheel of Fortune episode, he's Vanna White.
There you go. I could just imagine being like a trunk, like a big trunk with like the wheel. on there.
Yeah.
With like sticks.
It's like a very percussive version of the but it's like they find the perfect pitch, like they hit two sticks together and it makes the same exact sound.
All right.
Nice.
So today I learned Saturn's rings are estimated to only be 10 to 100 million years old. Saturn likely did not have rings when the dinosaurs were alive.
These dumbass dinosaurs didn't even get to experience that fucking fresh ass Saturn ring ice, bitch. You ever had a Saturn ring ice slushy? Shit, that shit never melts.
Is it alkaline?
Delicious.
It's high alkaline.
And another space one. Today I learned of a NASA position called the Planetary Protection Officer, and it is a full-time job defending the Earth from aliens. It has existed since the U.S. signed the Outer Space Treaty of 1967 and pays $170,000 a year.
That's $187,000.
Did I say something different?
You said 170.
Add 17 to that.
Add 17. That's crazy. That's a 10% raise right off the bat.
That's a pizza delivery driver's salary on top of that.
You're right. This guy makes 11 pizza drivers.
That's a lot.
Yeah. What do you think he has to do? Planetary Protection Officer. What do you think he has to do? That also seems like a lot of responsibility. I think I would ask for a raise.
I mean, you really could only fail once at this, right?
True. Well, you could fail like the aliens also fuck up.
Oh, and more aliens show up. But that was a fun fact thing.
What do you think he has to do, Burrito? Planetary Protection Officer.
Maybe he makes like evacuation plans.
Where the fuck you gonna go?
I don't know.
He's got like Mars or something. Mars, bitches, Mars. We go to another planet. What's the contingency plan? That does seem like a very specific thing you have to know as the Planetary Protection Officer.
Maybe he's not defending the Earth. He's just like coming up with how he would surrender.
Oh, okay. First, you got to show him your bet. You got to show him you're serious. All right, guys. That was what the fuck Arthur learned this week and then told us also this week. So we learned it too via Arthur. That's the new title of this segment.
Thanks, Arthur.
When your hair's all messed up and you look like shit, there's a solution for you. Blow and Go. State-of-the-line solid-state technology sourced with the bestest Japanese technology to create the best hairdryer in the world. Shit, even the universe. 10 levels of blow with two hyperdrives. It's the apex of the vortex, the tsunami mommy. You can read up on the advanced features of Blow and Go in your own time. For now, just Blow and Go. That's all you need to know. Every major department store that's worth a shit. And gas stations. And bodegas got them.
Everyone's entitled to the truth. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at slamcityradio.com.
Send us a sticker.
Get in touch with us through our contact form at slamcityradio.com. We'll send you a sticker, then ask you where you'll stick it. Subscribe Spotify, iTunes, Google Play.
All day, every day.
Every day.
And now!
Oh, shit.
Was that too much?
Hit him up!